It's time for Saturday night hockey in the Mile High City. Welcome inside Joy Burns Arena. It's game 2 of a Western Women's Collegiate Hockey League weekend clash here on the campus of the University of Denver. A 6-2-0 Montana State looks to sweep the series and take game 2. The home team, Denver Pioneers, looks to split the series on home ice here in Denver. Welcome inside tonight's broadcast booth. Mark Robinson here with you, just about ready for puck drop here in the second of the two-game series. Yesterday afternoon, these two teams kicked off the weekend in matinee fashion with a noon puck drop up at the Family Center in Centennial, Colorado, just about 20 minutes southeast of here. And Montana State took early charge of the game, winning 5-0. A little bit of a shakeup in the net for the Bobcats tonight. After a shutout from Reese McConnell last night, Emma Carlson gets her first career club hockey start tonight here inside Joy Burns Arena. She'll get the nod as the netminder for the Bobcats. She'll stand across from Leah Schaefer, the starter for the Pioneers, who is 3-7 with 37 goals against on the year. Starting lineups for both teams tonight, starting with the visiting Montana State Bobcats. Brianna Demarius at left D and Sophie Morissette on the right. Ryan Lawrence in the left position, Peyton Miller at center, and Nicola Roberts in the middle. At the right wing. As the puck is down, we're underway here inside Joy Burns Arena. It was poked over to the left side. Loose near the red line. Montana State will try to crash in with it. DU will hold on, try to clear it out. Chipped over behind the goal, occupied by Leah Schaefer, now loose over in the far side corner. Sammy Brennan, starting defenseman for the Pioneers tonight, flips it over to Caroline Piccola, the other starter at the blue line for the Pioneers tonight. Starting forwards for Denver, Kyla O'Leary at left. Puck gets pushed up to the blue line, a long shot from Sophie Morissette, missed wide of the net. Now Kyla O'Leary trying to poke it out. Stoppage of play with 18:55 to go. Montana State, who took a 5-0 lead in the first 13 minutes of the game. And it looks like we've got a penalty on the Pioneers. Kyla O'Leary will go to the box for 2 minutes. And just about 1 minute in, we've already got a man advantage for the Montana State Bobcats. Poked up to the top for Shisaki Saucy. Sent down low and now poked back up to Shisaki Saucy. Saucy skates it down near the blue line. Pass down low, a long wrist shot tipped way up in the air. The rebound loose, now to the right of the net. Snyder looked for the centering pass. She'll skate it up toward the red line, trips over and falls. But plenty of Bobcats there to recover the puck. Pressure now on the forecheck from Reese Olson, but the Bobcats moving the puck well and pushing it back into their own offensive zone. Up now with it at the blue line is Grace Cheney. Skating it in, nobody near Cheney. Backhands it toward the center, but it's chipped away and cleared out by Denver. Penalty just about halfway gone as a nice stick there by Gabby Hardy. Breaks up the offense play. Centering pass and a shot. Save made by Leah Schaefer. Montana State got loose on the near side into the slot, but Schaefer swallows up that first shot on goal. Keeps this game scoreless. On the face-off of the near side dot. Lily Moravchek in the circle, taking the face-off against Addison Sawyer. It's rung around the boards up top for Addison Carper. Pass down low, broken up, sent back up to McKenney. Another broken play, but it's chipped down to the far side corner. Alex Chisdek there on the chase. She'll skate it around, poke it up with some speed. Puck loose now in the Montana zone. Still a power play for the Bobcats. as they'll float it up and out the other way. Great takeaway play by Alex Chizdek. Trying to move it in. Chizdek goes for a long wrist shot, rebound loose, now out in front. Poked back over toward the blue line. Denver defense there to pick it up. Hannah Bourbon will skate it around the near point. Poke it up towards center ice. Sent back the other way from Montana, but now Caroline Pacala moving in with some speed. Pacala toward the center, shoots. Glove save made. Tipped off the glove of Emma Carlson. Loose puck now chipped up past the red line. Heads towards the stick of Leah Schaefer. She'll poke it to her left, and Denver will try to clear it out of their own zone now. Now the captain, Megan Siwajek, starting center for the Pioneers tonight. Dishes up to Hannah Bourbon. Bourbon takes a shot. Save made. Rebound loose on the near side of the net. And it's scooted in. They score. A loose puck out in front of the net on the right side. And it's batted in by Molly Erickson. She scores her third goal of the season. Denver takes the 1-0 lead. Hannah Bourbon walked it in, took a long wrist shot, went off the glove of Emma Carlson, and then the loose puck that stayed put right on the right post for a good few seconds there. Got scooped up. And a nice play there on the cleanup by Molly Erickson for her third goal of this 2025-26 season. Face-off one, a loose puck out in front, but a great pad save made by Leah Schaefer. And now Denver will skate it up and out. Gabby Mansour tried to skate it out but fell over. Now with some speed coming into the zone is Gabby Hardy. On the near side, Hardy, long wrist shot, misses wide and rings around the boards. Now a centering pass. Hardy again. Shot was deflected. Hardy, cross ice pass. Anna Sherling there to try to take it over, but Montana will push it back. Rung into their offensive zone by Grace Cheney, Bayport, Minnesota native. Still controlled by Bozeman. Centering pass broken up by Denver, sent over to the near side corner. Pioneers will backhand it out past the blue line. Gabby Hardy's there on the chase. Now loose puck near the red line. Some space for Kyla O'Leary. O'Leary, wrist shot, misses wide. She'll grab the rebound, center the pass. And now Lily Moravchik controlling on the backhand. Centers, but only blue jerseys there to push it up towards center ice. And now an odd man rush for the Bobcats, but broken up by Elisa Sharoon, poked back the other way. Here come the Pioneers now with some speed on the far side. It's Lauren Bush. Her shot misses wide, deflects over to the near side corner. Now a long wrist shot from Sharoon, misses just wide, goes off the arm of Emma Carlson. Now some momentum for the Bobcats. Erin Gallagher sent up the other way, intended for Reese Olson. She falls over while she's trying to make the play. Montana will slap it the other way, try to get it out of their own zone. Nice play on the forecheck there by Elisa Sharoon. Puck goes toward the net, but a nice save made by Emma Carlson. Megan Siwajek, the captain, in the near side circle to take the face-off for Denver. Chipped over onto the boards. And now a fight for the puck in the near side corner. Nobody comes away with it quite yet, but it's flipped up and out by the Bobcats toward the stick of Caroline Pacala. Pacala sends it back the other way. Molly Erickson has the only goal in the game so far. Loose puck at the red line. Bobcats try to get it toward the middle. Now it's loose in the corner. Penalty coming up on the play. After the commotion in the far side corner, a loose puck, and all sorts of people trying to get the puck, and it'll be a Denver power play. The first Montana penalty of the game. Rylan Lawrence will go to the box for 2 minutes. With 13:05 to go, Pioneers get the man advantage. They went 0 for 3 on the power play yesterday, where they lost 5-0 against Montana State. They have the 1-0 lead in the power play. Long wrist shot, stick save made by Emma Carlson. Picala had the nice wrist shot up from the far point. Centering pass now, broken up by Montana. It's loose near the near side circle. Great defensive play there by Grace Cheney, breaking up the play with her body as Caroline Picala will skate down, grab the puck in the far side corner. Has some space, flips it over to Reese Olsen. Olsen now skating it around. Olsen centers, but it's broken up and rung along the boards. Up to Caroline Picala, who keeps it in. Pioneers still on the power play. Now a long wrist shot chance. Pad save made off the shot from Sammy Brennan. Cleared up and out by the Bobcats. Caroline Picala there to chase. But now the Bobcats on the forecheck, applying the pressure in their own zone on the penalty kill. But the puck is cleared out the other way. 48 seconds to go on the power play. Rylan Lawrence in the box for the first Montana penalty. A long, tough angle shot from the far side from Gabby Mansour. Got broken up along the way. Now a chance for Denver. Up to Mansour again. Mansour, long wrist shot from the point. Save made by Carlson. A lot of traffic in between Mansour and Carlson, but she got low, bent the knees, and tried to get the wrist shot there. It made it all the way, but it wasn't enough for Emma Carlson. She took care of it, keeps this a 1-goal game. 30 seconds on the power play. Face-off won by the Bobcats in their own zone. They'll ring it up along the boards. It'll go past the blue line, but Mansour recovers and pokes it back the other way. Off the boards, past the blue line. 18 seconds on the power play. Bobcats will skate it up into the neutral zone. Picking up some speed is Azina Schatz, but it's broken up by Denver. Moravchik, cross-ice pass, deflected off the stick of Aziana Schacht. 4 seconds to go on the power play. Puck went out of play into the Denver bench. Eric Mayhew, the head coach of the Pioneers, had to be on his A game, dodge the puck a little bit. I don't think he expected that small little rubber puck to fly right up towards his upper body. Face-off won by Denver. Penalty expires, back to even strength hockey. But here come the Pioneers. Charlotte Katz moves in. Wrist shot deflected off the body of Brianna DeMartins. Cross-ice pass just a little behind the stick of Nicola Roberts. Roberts tries to move in. Play is broken up. Sent down toward the near side. Cross-ice pass. Long wrist shot. Loose puck now. Poked over to the corner. Denver sends it up ice. Too much for Kyla O'Leary. But O'Leary on the defense now will come away with it. Loose in the neutral zone. Montana tries to pick up speed and take it back the other way, but they'll backhand it and reset defensively. Sent the other way. Icing waved off. Sammy Brennan skating it out into the neutral zone. Brennan with some speed now, but good stick by Taryn O'Hara. Loose puck sent cross ice down low. Poked up toward the point. Megan Siwajek slides it toward the middle. But Montana pokes it forward, and here come the Bobcats. Taryn O'Hara moving in. O'Hara centers, Nice play there defensively. Backhanded by Shisaki Saucy. Floated up, icing waved off. Montana will chase down. 9:24 to go here in period number 1. Slotted toward the middle from the near side. Montana will try to clear it up to the point. Denver on the forecheck, trying to keep it in their own zone. Here's a chance for the Pioneers. A shot save made by Emma Carlson. Mentioned it earlier on the broadcast. Emma Carlson in her first career ACHA start. Reese McConnell, the primary goaltender for the Bobcats, has gotten 8 of the 8 games as the starter so far this season. And boy, has she earned it. Has 5 shutouts in her 5 wins. Every time she won a game this year, she didn't allow a single goal between the pipes. Starting up with it now for the Bobcats is Grace Cheney. She gets pushed to the corner. Centering pass broken up and taken away by Lily Moravchuk. She'll flip it up to the blue line, and now a chance for the Pioneers. Reese Olson clears it up and around the boards. Hannah Bourbon on the chase now toward the near side. 8:20 to go here in the first period. Pioneers moving in with it now. Loose puck out in front. Still loose. Backhanded. Emma Carlson holds strong. A lot of commotion right out in front of the crease. The loose puck after the initial wrist shot, and Carlson holds strong. Emma Carlson from Watford City, North Dakota, here in her first game of her career tonight in Denver. Face-off won by the Pioneers. Quick shot off the draw, save made by Carlson. And we got a penalty coming up on what looks like Denver. Hannah Bourbon will go to the box for hooking. And just like that, the Bobcats back on the power play for the second time tonight. Third penalty of the game, second by Denver. Megan Siwajek in the circle to take the draw. Poked back and sent toward down the net, but it missed just wide, and it's poked over into the near side corner. Montana still with it. It's sent up for Grace Cheney. Cheney sends it down low. Wrist shot. Rebound is loose. Cleared out by Denver. Kept in by Cheney up at the blue line. Sent cross ice over for Shisaki Saucy. Now down low, but poked away. Nice play there by Anna Sherling, starting right wing. Another loose puck out in front. Cleared out by Denver. A few players fell over in the crease. Could have called for a tough situation there. Puck was aired out up into glass level. Now back down and skated in by Montana. Stoppage of play with 7:08 to go here in the first period of play. Pioneers with the 1-0 lead. We want to remind you that today's women's ACHA game is streamed and brought to you by Price Productions. The mission of Price Productions is to provide both a top-tier production experience for our partners, as well as support non-paywalled streaming opportunities for both student athletes and their families. Thank you for supporting us here on Price Productions, as a long shot all the way from the neutral zone goes right onto the pad of Emma Carlson. Bobcats will come away with it after the shot. Puck deflected there by Kyla O'Leary. Now it's loose at the red line. 43 seconds to go on the power play. Cleared out again by Denver. Doing a great job on the penalty kill. Montana 0 for 1 on the power play. Sent cross ice toward the middle. Some space for Faith Hobbs. Another whistle and a stoppage of play. Five players on this Bobcats team in town this weekend in their respective home state of Colorado. 5 of the girls on this Montana State Bobcats team from Colorado originally before moving to Montana for their academia as well as collegiate hockey careers. They get a little action at home. Loose puck out in front. Montana dives over it, and it's rung up toward the near side point. The captain, Rylan Lorentz, fell over just a second ago. Penalty expires. Back to even strength hockey. Long wrist shot misses wide all the way from the neutral zone. 5:45 to go here in the first period of play. Loose puck sent down all the way around to the near side corner. Very physical hockey. Another penalty coming up on Denver. Hannah Bourbon will go to the box, and just like that, one penalty expires and another one kicks right back up. Pioneers 2 for 2 on the penalty kill. Still yet to allow a goal in this game, but with 5:34 to go in period number 1, the Bobcats have another chance at scoring on the man advantage. Face-off won by what looks like Denver, but it's then poked and sent toward the middle by Mirren Snyder. Loose behind the net now. Skated up and cleared by Alex Chisdek, but it's kept in at the top by Grace Cheney. She'll skate it back toward her own blue line. Cross-ice pass for Shisaki Saucy, who dumps it off now for Mirren Snyder. Snyder lofts it up down low. Loose in the near side corner now. Cross-ice pass for Shisaki Saucy. One-timer misses wide. Loose now and sent over toward the middle. Skated over to the other side. Up at the blue line now. Grace Cheney passes down low. One-timer. Save made. And another stoppage of play. A rocket of a one-timer off the feed from Grace Cheney. But Leah Schaefer got a piece of it and kept this game scoreless on the penalty kill. Just about halfway through the Denver penalty, it's Hannah Bourbon in the box again. Far side circle face-off, Lily Moravchek in the circle with Nicola Roberts. Cleared up and out by Denver, past the red line. Anna Sherling skates up and applies the forecheck pressure. Moravchek holds on, clears it, almost nails the referee in the upper body. Hockey referees got to have quick cat-like reflexes. Puck's getting thrown around all over the place. Stoppage of play at the blue line. 4:04 to go in the period. 31 seconds to go on the power play. I want to thank you for joining us here on Price Productions for tonight's women's ACHA hockey game. Mark Robinson here with you on the call. Happy to be hanging out here at Joy Burns Arena on this Saturday night. Perfect night for some hockey in the Mile High City. Draw was won by Montana State. Poked up over and across the blue line. But Denver will clear it up back toward the point. Lofted out by Gabby Hardy. 12 seconds to go. The penalty kill for the Pioneers will most likely remain perfect. Such a strong defensive team, this Denver Women's Club hockey. Penalty over. Hannah Bourbon comes out of the box. Goes straight to the bench. Back to 5-on-5 with 3:25 to go. Flipped up toward the red line by Denver. Backhanded all the way down low on the far side by Reese Olson. Now skated around the back of the net by Megan Siwajek. Goes for the centering pass, but it's deflected and poked behind the net. Still a loose puck. Now it's Reese Olson. Puck went off the back of the net there. Backhand shot. Great save by Emma Carlson. Reese Olson wanted that backhand goal. She got a great puck right on her tape in the near side slot. Got a great release off the backhand, but in her Bobcat debut between the pipes, Emma Carlson says not yet. Keeping this a one-score game. 2:40 to go. Face off of the near side circle in the Bobcats zone. Won by Denver. It's Moravchik who dangles on the near side boards. Good defensive play by Asiana Schacht. Now a loose puck. Denver will poke it back the other way. Loft it toward the goal all the way from the neutral zone. And it's loose down low. Caroline Pacala with it on the boards, but loses possession. Montana tries to skate it up and out, but a turnover. Pacala has some space, skates it over to the near side. Pacala centers, but it's broken up along the way and poked over toward the corner. Under 2 to go here in the first period. Here come the Bobcats now with some speed. It's Shisaki Saucy, an odd man rush, but it's broken up by Denver on the back check. Loose puck now behind the net. Montana will skate it around, bring it all the way up to the far side point, but a nice defensive play by the Pioneers. They break up the momentum and send the puck down to the other side. Grace Cheney rockets it past the blue line. Only white jerseys there to skate it down. Icing is the call. We'll bring it back the other way for Denver. Face off in the far side circle. Charlotte Cats lined up against Marin Snyder. Nice play there by Charlotte Cats, who won the draw, but you can't stay with it. Here come the Bobcats now. Short side shot, save made by Leah Schaefer. Pioneers will try to get it up and out now. Off the boards and into the neutral zone. Only Bobcats there to try to poke it back the other way. But now, an off-chance opportunity shot. Just barely squeaks in. Anna Sherling was there with all the space she needed to shoot. The puck got under the legs of Emma Carlson, but it didn't make it past the line. The crowd reaction said it all there. You could see blatantly clearly the puck just kind of scoot over out behind her leg. A little bit of first career start luck there for Emma Carlson. Under a minute to go here in the first period. Loose puck in the corner. A long shot up top, goes off the boards, missed everything from Alex Chisdek. Sent around to the other side now. Cross ice pass. Now it's loose in the corner of the Denver zone. 20 seconds to go here in the first period. Kept in at the top by Sophie Morissette. She pokes it down low for Nicola Roberts. Roberts still with it, but a nice defensive play. Alex Chisdek lofts it up and out. Goes off the boards into the neutral zone. 5 seconds to go. And that will do it for period number 1 here in Denver, Colorado. Pioneers take the early lead here on Saturday night. Molly Erickson scores her 3rd goal of the year to give Denver an early lead. We'll step aside here for a moment on Price Productions. Return momentarily with first period highlights. Mark Robinson here on the broadcast. We'll be back shortly. Back inside Joy Burns Arena. Period number 2 straight ahead. The home team, Denver Pioneers, with the early 1-0 lead. Molly Erickson scoring that lone goal that Denver had back in the early minutes of the first period. And they're looking to split this series down the middle. Yesterday, it was all Montana for the entire first period. They wasted no time taking control of that game early. Asiana shocked, and Aaron Gallagher scored back-to-back goals just 3 minutes into the game and 8 seconds apart from one another. And then Brianna Demarius would score that third goal just a minute after those first two. And then Aaron Gallagher, in her hometown, originally from Arvada, Colorado, she gets her second of the game to make it 4-0. And keep in mind, this is all in the span of like a minute, minute and a half. It was just an unreal explosion of 4 goals for Montana. And then Nicola Roberts at the 13-minute mark of the first added goal number 5. So a 5-goal lead in a span of 13 minutes for Montana. And then the craziest part is neither team would go on to score a single goal after that. 5 goals in the first 13 minutes and then not a single goal for the rest of the game. So Denver with that 1-0 lead, 40 more minutes of hockey. They're looking to hold on to it, potentially open it up a little bit. They've got the home ice advantage, although I will say pretty solid turnout of Montana State fans excited to be here supporting some of their respective players. As I mentioned, 5 of the girls on this Montana State team are from Colorado. So a minimum of 5 families who didn't have to make a very far commute. As the faceoff immediately won by Montana, they take control early on, underway here for period number 2. Puck loose out behind the goal, a wraparound opportunity, loose puck out in front, chipped over to the near side. Kept in up top by Brynlee McKinney. McKinney falls over, it's poked over toward the red line, skated by Ziembik Lewis. Now controlled at the blue line and chipped up by Denver. They'll try to push it into their own zone. Caroline Piccola tried to come away with it, no space to make a play. Montana will start back up with it now in their own zone, but a little bit of an interesting loss of control there by Bryn McKinney. Now the puck back out at the red line. Skated back in by McKinney. But a good stick there by Denver, sends it to the near side corner. Sammy Brennan is there. Poke it up toward the near point. Bobcats on the forecheck. Denver trying to get it out of their own zone. Pioneers lead by 1. Stoppage of play. A whistle from the refs with 18:42 to go. And it looks like we've got a penalty on Denver. Caroline Piccola will go to the box for 2 minutes. Bobcats once again with an opportunity. Their 4th power play chance. They're 0 for 3 on the night as Denver's penalty kill has been pretty much perfect. Controlled behind the net and cleared out by Denver. Nice job getting that puck all the way down and onto the pad of Emma Carlson. Carlson swallows it up off the back check pressure. So a man down face-off in the offensive zone for Denver. Charlotte Katz in the circle across from Nicola Roberts. Montana wins the draw. They'll skate it behind the net. Send it up ice and skate it into the neutral zone. Cross ice pass right into the body of Nicola Roberts. Montana will chase it up now, and it's loose in the near side corner. A run around over to the far side. Cleared up and out by Denver. An exceptional penalty kill so far tonight. Backhanded the other way, now over to the far side for the Bobcats. Sent up and across to Bryn McKinney. Nice dangle move there, walks in, shoots, save made by Schaefer. A full-on stand-up save by Leah Schaefer. I've never seen a goalie elevate that high to make a save. Impressive work between the pipes by Schaefer. 1:06 to go on the power play. Lofted up and out, another phenomenal clear job by the Denver Pioneers. Carlson elects to hold on again, which will give Denver their second offensive zone faceoff during this penalty kill. So now for the second time, they'll have a chance to take the faceoff in their offensive zone, despite the fact that they are down a skater. Won by Denver, wrist shot save made right off the draw, Alex Chizdek. Tried to test the quick reaction time of Emma Carlson. Chizdek is in the same spot as she was just a second ago. We'll keep our eyes on her. She's gonna do the same thing, but this time she fanned on the shot. Puck loose now the other way. Elisa Sharoon on the chase down. Sent up and kept in at the top by Grace Cheney. Now a long shot deflected on the way and gets loose behind the net. 28 seconds to go on the power play for the Bobcats, but Denver has the 1-0 lead. Backhanded up toward the middle. Long shot deflected and cleared out by Denver, but kept in. Slap shot from the point. Misses way upstairs, and it's loose in the corner. Cleared out again by Denver with 10 seconds to go on the power play. Loose in the corner, Montana will skate it around. Good forecheck pressure by the Pioneers. Penalty kill over. Denver's penalty kill. Stellar tonight for the Pioneers. A long wrist shot missed high and wide into the glass by the Bobcats. Cleared out by the Pioneers. I mean, my gosh, if Denver keeps playing the way they are on the penalty kill with 5-on-5 hockey, they can get some skaters up in the neutral zone at the point and clear the puck the way they do. Long slap shot up at the point from Alex Chizdek, saved by Carlson. If they can continue the way they're playing defensively, they're destined for many more scoring opportunities tonight. They'll get an offensive zone faceoff here with 16:11 to go in the second period of play. Charlotte Katz in the circle across from Arwen Becker. Kept in at the top and sent down low by Caroline Pacala. Rung all the way around to the other side. Nice stick by Sammy Brennan. Centers, but it's broken up. The rebound misses just wide. Nice move there by Pacala, but you can't stay with the play. Pacala centers, just barely missed the net there. Long wrist shot, missed wide. Pacala there on the rebound. Pacala centers, goes all the way across the ice. Taryn O'Hara there to make the play. Poked all the way up and over to the other side. Here comes Kyla O'Leary. Sends it all the way up ice, goes off the stick of Lily Moravchik. Run along the boards. Denver playing with the lead right now, applying a lot of pressure really well defensively and finding a lot of scoring opportunities, quite frankly, as well. Cleared up and out into the hand of Taryn O'Hara. Sammy Brennan there on the defense. Sent toward the net. Nice play by Caroline Pacala. Grabs it off the pad of Leah Schaefer. Now Moravchik starts up with it on the near side. Moravchik, long shot. Rebound got loose out in front, but it's swiped away. Another centering pass off the stick of Reese Olson. Loose in the corner now. Loose puck, Denver trying to come away with it. Sophie Morissette starting up with it now. Skates it over the blue line. Nice play by Megan Siwajek. She'll poke it the other way and race up on the forecheck now. Sent cross ice and up into the neutral zone. Siwajek all over the ice right now. Sends it cross ice for Gabby Mansour. They send it up, and here comes Hannah Bourbon on the chase. Bourbon there to grab it in the corner. Siwajek there now as well. Siwajek behind the goal. Wrapping around, centering. Gabby Hardy Not enough space, has to walk it around. Hardy walks around, shoots the rebound, centering pass, goes the length of the ice. Here come the Bobcats with it now, crossing over the red line, backhands it into the Denver zone. 13:31 to go here in the second period. Montana with a chance. Short side shot missed wide. Rebound backhanded over toward the corner. Rung along the boards by Hannah Bourbon. Too much on that pass. And here comes Hannah Bourbon again on the pressure. Montana pinned in their own zone now, trying to get it out. Moravchik sends it up now. And here comes Chizdek. Long shot. Deflected on the way. I beg your pardon, that was Alicia Sharoon on the initial shot there. Montana rushing in now. Backhand shot goes off the chest of Leah Schaefer. What a save. A backhand shot off the rush by the Bobcats, but Leah Schaefer says not yet. Keeps this game scoreless for the Bobcats. They'll get an offensive zone face-off. Lily Moravchik in the circle. Face-off one goes off the top of the head of Leah Schaefer. She's made a save with almost every part of her body tonight, playing unreal in between the pipes. Centering pass intended for Erin Gallagher got broken up. And now the puck loose. Sent around over to the other side. Moravchik there on the pressure. Gives it over to Sharoon. Loose along the boards. Handful of players bunched up on the far side, trying to poke it away for possession. Denver will do so. Moravchik over for Sharoon, who lofts it up toward the blue line. Sent back the other way. Here comes Alex Chizdek with it now. Chizdek moving in with speed. Chizdek. Play gets broken up. Chizdek can't make the play. She'll skate back now. Denver on the back check. Montana rushing in. Short angle shot. Rebound is loose and it's poked over to the corner. Centering pass. Unreal opportunity there. Long shot deflected on the way. Just an extremely opportune scoring opportunity a second ago for Montana. Getting a little chippy here as Montana will walk in, try to get a backhand shot off. We got a penalty coming up. On Denver again. A cross-check call on Alex Chizdek puts the Bobcats on the power play. Once again, Denver has a perfect penalty kill tonight. They got to kill off another 2 minutes of a man advantage for the Bobcats. Face-off won by the Bobcats, controlled up at the blue line. Sent down low now, back up to the point. Cross ice for McKenney. McKenney down low. Shot deflected. It's kept in up at the center point. Montana will skate it down low. Denver will try to slap it up and clear it out. And they do just that. 1:29 to go on the power play. Pioneers leading on home ice. Charlotte Cats in the circle for Denver. Won by the Pioneers, but slapped back the other way by Montana. Bobcats still on the power play, but it's cleared out by Denver and sent the length of the ice. All the way to the stick of Emma Carlson, who comes out of the crease. And now the Bobcats will poke it towards center ice. The captain, Rylan Lorentz, moving up with it now. Lorentz dangling, has some space, gets pushed all the way to the corner. Kept in up at the top by McKinney. Centering pass down low, loose puck. Denver will clear it out again. Goes off the boards and over the other side. Nice pressure on the forecheck by Hannah Bourbon. Montana has some space now. Here come the Bobcats on the near side, moving it in. A little bit of space. Wraparound shot, she scores! A wraparound wrist shot ties the game. And Oziana Shocked gets a power play goal for the Bobcats. She did the work herself, controlled the puck behind the goal, wrapped all the way around, came up to the far side circle, turned around, fired up the wrist shot, put it top left corner to equalize this game at 1 goal apiece. The penalty kill for Denver, not able to come through for the first time tonight, and Montana with all the momentum, possessing the puck now on the far side. Montana fan on the shot there, and now an odd man rush. Here comes Anna Sherling. Takes a shot, save made by Carlson. All tied up at 1 now. Puck rung along the boards over to the near side. Montana there to grab it and try to poke it out of their own zone. Denver on the forecheck trying to make a play and get back on the offensive pressure. Charlotte Katz in the corner trying to poke it away. Here come the Bobcats now with speed. It's Aiden Shisaki Sousey. Sousey pressed to the corner, but Sousey will lose possession. Sent up ice now for Anna Sherling. Sherling and O'Leary moving it in now. Long shot from the far side by Sherling was deflected on the way. Alex Chisdek pinned along the boards trying to make the play. Slapped the other way by Lauren Bush for the Pioneers. Denver on the forecheck, but Montana will skate it up and into the neutral zone. Now coming in with some speed. Cheney centers, save made by Leah Schaefer. 7:50 to go here in the second period. Tie game from Denver, Colorado. Backhanded by O'Hara. Now loose out in front, cleared out by Lauren Bush. Lauren Bush has it at the red line now, sends it cross ice, but it's broken up on the way by Faith Hobbs. Montana trying to move it back into their own offensive zone. Sent all the way over to the far side. Now loose in the corner, Pacala. Sends it up ice, grabs the rebound off the boards. Pacala moving in with some speed. Centering pass, too much for the stick of Reese Olson, now loose over in the corner. Long slap shot save made by Emma Carlson. All the way at the top, far side point. A clapper from Sammy Brennan. Megan Siwajek lined up in the circle across from Peyton Miller. Denver tries to swipe it and keep it in their own zone, but Montana has some speed. Walking in now are the Bobcats. Puck moving toward the center. Backhand shot was deflected by Siwajek. Kept in up near the blue line by the Bobcats. Long shot deflected on the way. On the stick now is Sammy Brennan. She gets tripped up. No penalty call. Gotta say, in my opinion, that was a blatant tripping call. But the luck not in favor. Now Montana moving in, has some space and numbers. Shot misses wide near the glove side of Leah Schaefer. Pressure behind the goal from Pacala. Loose puck sent over to the near side corner now. Denver will try to skate it up. Montana has turned on the momentum here in period number 2. Lofted up toward center ice. Cross ice pass for Bryn McKinney. Now Anna Sherling pokes it up for Charlotte Katz. Denver starting to sit back a little bit here, looking to try to pick up the momentum, get back in the lead here in this game. Icing call sends it back the other way. Montana will get an offensive zone face-off. 5:11 to go here in the second period, in tonight's Game 2 of a weekend Western women's hockey clash. This conference occupied by Utah, Colorado, Grand Canyon, Colorado State, Montana State, Denver, and Wyoming. The 7 schools in the Western Women's Collegiate Hockey League, Conference of the American Collegiate Hockey League. As the puck will travel the length of the ice, another icing call from the officials. We'll have another face-off on the right side of the ice for the Montana State Bobcats. Face-off won by Montana. Kept in at the blue line, and a long shot saved by Carlson. Now it's loose up top. Aggressively slapped down toward the corner. Montana will skate it out, bring it across ice. Here comes Aziana Schacht, walks in, shoots! Rebound got poked over. Somebody went down. I can't see who it is. Looks to be in some pain in the goal right now. Marin Snyder is there to check in on Aziana Schacht. The skater who went down. That's going to be a 5-minute major on the penalty there after Aziana Schacht went down hard in the crease. So Denver has to kill off now a 5-minute man advantage for the Bobcats. And any goals they score in the 5 minutes doesn't take that penalty away, of course. One-timer deflected wide up top. The shot coming from Marin Snyder. Another shot missing wide. Backhand rebound. Loose puck out in front. A wraparound chance. Still loose. Nice job by Denver. They poke it up and out. It crosses the blue line and goes all the way to the other end. Now Hannah Bourbon racing up on the forecheck. Siwajek there to try to make the play Montana moving in with some numbers now. Here comes Ryan Lawrence. Wrist shot goes over the top of the post. Centering pass goes off the outside of the netting. 3:35 to go in the period. Now backhanded for Montana. Long shot, save made. Nice job there by Leah Schaefer. Bryn McKinney on the shot up at the top of the point. Cleared out by Denver. They'll send it the length of the ice. Goes around the boards. McKinney there to grab it now on the far side. Pressure from Hannah Bourbon. Now Shisaki Saucy moves it into the offensive zone, offered backhand. Shisaki Saucy walks in, shoots, she scores! Aiden Shisaki Saucy scores her third goal of the season on the far side, walks in, keeps it low on the ground, and the Bobcats take the lead. A power play goal for Shisaki Saucy. Not even halfway into the 5-minute major, Montana takes advantage. Shisaki Saucy with now 3 goals, a team-leading 5 assists, and 8 points. One of her 2 goals was all the way back in the first game of the season for Montana. Poked out by Denver, now chased down by O'Leary. She'll skate all the way down. But Montana will possess. Still on the power play. 2:30 to go. The Bobcats now with the lead and all the momentum. Centering pass, now loose out in front. Nice stick there by the Denver Pioneers. They poke it toward the corner. Kept in at the top and dished over for Sawyer. But now loose, and here comes Kyla O'Leary. She knew she didn't have any space, so she sends it up ice. O'Leary still controlling now. Pioneers on the penalty kill have now allowed 2 power play goals in this second period. Starting up with it now is Morissette for the Bobcats. She'll center, but Sherling was there to break the play up. Cleared up and out aggressively. Sent the length of the ice, goes off the stick of Emma Carlson. Sent cross ice and up toward the point, but a turnover. Now Sherling tries to get a shot off. Not able to find speed in her release. Cross ice pass, turnover. Here comes Moravchik now. Moravchik, long shot. Stoppage of play with 1:21 to go here in the second period. Face off the neutral zone. Moravchik lined up across from Rylan Lawrence. Won by the Bobcats. They'll control in their own zone. Still in the power play with 1:14 to go. They have 1:46 to go in their 5-minute major, which will creep into the third period. A long wrist shot was deflected wide and cleared out again by Denver. 1 minute remaining in period number 2. Montana will start up with it now in their own zone, try to poke it back over, generate some offense. Here comes Faith Hobbs, who sends it on the boards, but a turnover, almost a turnover that is. Alex Chisdek will clear it, goes off the skate of Moravchik. Moravchik in a lot of pain. Can't even go to grab her stick. She was hurting so much from that puck ricocheting off her foot. 28 seconds to go. Loose puck in the Denver offensive zone. Moravchik's stick is still sitting at the blue line. 10 seconds to go in the period. Sent the other way by Sharoon, off the boards. Over all the way back behind the goal. 3 seconds to go. And that's going to do it for period number 2. So Montana State comes into this second period trailing by 1, and they score 2 power play goals and take advantage of the 5-minute major at the end of the game. Gabby Hardy in the box serving that penalty. So Montana State with the lead, 20 more minutes of hockey. The Bobcats look to take the sweep and improve to 7-2. Denver looks to split this matchup and get their 4th win of the season. Mark Robinson here on Price Productions will step aside for a moment and return momentarily. The offensive zone offered backhand. Shisaki Saucy walks in, shoots, she scores! Side moving it in. A little bit of space, wraparound shot, she scores! A wraparound wrist shot. Side moving it in. A little bit of space, wraparound. The offensive zone offered backhand. Shisaki Saucy walks in. Halfway through the second intermission here in Joy Burns Arena. Going to go through some first half highlights, or excuse me, second period highlights as we welcome you back inside the broadcast booth. Denver had the 1-0 lead going into the second period and then gave up 2 power play goals, one of them on a 5-minute major. First goal was scored by Aziana Schacht, and then Aiden Shisaki Saucy scored that second goal. As we're working to get a loose puck around the corner, or excuse me, this is the second goal where Shisaki Saucy turned around and scored. She walked in, kept the puck low on the far side, got it right past the right pad of Emma Carlson. That was the go-ahead goal, of course. One more look at that first goal from Aziana Schacht. Came around the corner, over to the far side, turned around, shot. Had just a really nice look there. So Montana State looking to get that second win of the series. Said it once, I'll say it again. They have all the momentum here. They've got just a little bit of a man advantage that'll start in the third period. There's 34 seconds left on that 5-minute major. Won't last long, but Denver has got some clawing back to do here against the Bobcats. They trail by 1 inside Joy Burns Arena. 6 minutes to go until the final period of hockey. Mark Robinson here with you on Price Productions. We'll step aside for one more time tonight and return in just a moment. Final period of hockey of the weekend for the Bobcats and the Pioneers. Montana State looking to hold on and get the back-to-back win. Denver on home ice looking to split things down the middle as we welcome you back inside Joy Burns Arena here on the campus of University of Denver in the Mile High City. I'm Mark Robinson here on Price Productions. Happy to be here with you for tonight's women's ACHA hockey matchup. Emma Carlson in her first career start as a women's club hockey player in between the pipes for the Bobcats tonight, looking to get her first career win tonight as the Bobcats lead. Denver, on the other hand, not a great start to the season for them. They're 3-12. They have 2 wins over the New Mexico Lobos, as well as 1 win over Wyoming. First place in the WWCHL, University of Utah, 8-3, followed by University of Colorado Boulder. They are 7-5. And then third and fourth place, 7-4 with 14 points, is Grand Canyon and Colorado State. Montana State in 5th place. Significantly less games played. They've only played 8. And we're underway for period number 3. Siwajek just got completely bodied down onto the ice, and fans not happy about it, wanted the call there. Quite frankly, I agree. Whistles have been a little bit tilted toward the Bobcats tonight. Puck sent the other way, the length of the ice. Chased all the way down and grabbed by Montana. Denver on the forecheck now. Siwajek looking to grab it and bring it the other way. Loose in the corner now. Rocketed toward the Montana zone, but broken up and deflected. And here come the Bobcats now, moving in with some speed as Roberts. Pass was deflected. Denver will flip it up and out into the neutral zone, all the way down to their offensive zone. Sent back the other way now. Here comes Alex Chisdek. She's got 2 goals and 2 assists this year. Takes a shot, misses wide. Puck loose now in the far side corner. The 5-minute major, which bled into the third period, is officially over. So we're back to even strength hockey. Montana with the lead. Moving it in now, long shot, save made, loose puck out in front, swiped away to the far side. Another loose puck, nice stick save there by Schaefer. Got her sticking her body on it. It's cleared out, but kept in at the top and sent back the other way for Montana. Chasing it down now is Reese Olson. .13 to go, another stoppage of play. Face off in the near side circle. Shot missing wide from Montana over to the far side corner. Loose out in front now. Rung all the way along the boards to the other side. Icing the call with 17:43 to go. We do apologize for any visual camera difficulties you may be seeing on your screen right now. Our production team is doing everything they can to fix the issue, get the camera back to as perfect as we can get it. I would guess that it has something to do with how cold it is inside Joy Burns Arena. I am personally quite cold here inside the arena. I wouldn't be surprised if the camera is having some trouble for the exact same reason. Puck's going to get dangled up toward the blue line. Nice move by Alex Chizdek. Moving in now with some speed. Chizdek holds, dangles, shoots, misses wide. Chizdek will go to get a change after missing that shot just a little bit wide, all the way up at the near point. Gabby Hardy skating it down. She'll come around the boards with it. And now some speed for Hardy. Hardy moving in. Hardy centering pass. Molly Erickson can't get the job done, but Denver still has possession. Pass all the way up top. Long shot out in front. What a save by Emma Carlson. A wide open net for Denver. And Carlson laid her body out on the ice and made an unreal, potentially game-saving save right there. Denver will move back into the neutral zone with it now after what should have been a tying goal right there. Loose out in front, stoppage of play. Far side circle face-off. Megan Siwajek lined up across from Marin Snyder. Won by Montana. They'll ring it along the boards over to the far side. Now on the near side. Goes all the way down to the other end of the ice. Icing the call. It'll come back the other way. Icing again. We'll go back over to the Denver zone. .15:49 to go here in this final period of play. Back-to-back home games this weekend for Denver in different locations. Yesterday's was at the Family Center where the Colorado Avalanche practice. Skated in a centering pass, intercepted by Siwajek. She'll poke it up. Montana sends it back the other way, goes off the pad of Leah Schaefer. Now loose in the corner, run around to the other side. Montana controlling down low. Nice turnover by the Pioneers. They'll loft it up ice. Too much for Anna Sherling to handle. And now a chance for Montana. Walking in, but nice takeaway. The rebound, glove save made by Leah Schaefer. Isabel Zavitz got the rebound right in the middle of the slot. Had a nice release on the wrist shot. But a really nice heads-up glove save from Leah Schaefer. 15:04 to go. And if you're just joining us here on Price Productions, we do apologize for visual technical difficulties we're experiencing here inside the arena. Having some camera problems, but doing the best to provide the best broadcast that we can, regardless of the situation. Alex Chizdek has it in the corner. She sends it up ice across the blue lane, now at the red line. Montana at the red line, skating it down. And now it's over into the Montana zone on the left side of the ice. Loose in the neutral zone. Montana walking in now, has some space, coming in. Centering pass, broken up by Alex Chizdek. Kept in at the far side point by Brianna Damaris. Now pressure down low from Denver. Centering pass, goes all the way across to the near side. Reese Olson will try to backhand it over. Now Elisa Sharoon tries to ring it along the boards. Alex Chizdek there to get it up and out. Loses control, sends it toward the middle. All the way over to Reese Olson, who will skate it over the blue line. Olson, cross-ice pass for Lily Moravchik. Moravchik turns around, skates it into her own zone. Rung along the boards over to the back of the goal. Brianna Demaritis. We got a penalty coming up on Montana after Hannah Bourbon went down. And Taryn O'Hara will go to the box for the Bobcats. Denver, trailing by 1, has a chance to equalize this game on the power play. Their only goal of the night is even strength, so they have a chance to get their first power play goal of the weekend. They were 0 for 3 on the power play yesterday. Face-off won and cleared out by Montana all the way to the other end of the ice. Chased down by Carolyn Pacala. She'll grab it behind the net. Forecheck pressure from Montana. A turnover behind the goal. But Pacala switches direction, holds behind the goal. Really good pressure from Erin Gallagher. Now it's sent up ice. Too much for Denver to handle. It'll get swallowed up and contained by Emma Carlson. Offensive zone faceoff on the power play for Denver. Rung along the boards over to the corner. Minute 15 to go on the power play. 12:52 to go here in the period. Thanks for joining us here on Price Productions. As usual, Mark Robinson on the call. Denver and Montana in a tight one-goal game. Denver on the power play, but Montana controlling and walking it up toward the blue line. Here come the Bobcats now with some speed on the penalty kill, but it's rocketed the other way. Onto the stick of Sammy Brennan. Brennan on the far side, moving in with some speed now. Halts and will send it in. Goes right into the glove of Emma Carlson, who dumps it off, and Montana will control now in their own zone. Up now to the top of the point. Long wrist shot, save made. Rebound loose and gets poked back up toward the blue line. Another shot goes off the pad of Emma Carlson. Now it's sent over the near side for Lily Moravchik. Poked back down low and now loose in the near side corner. Puck was rocketed all the way down to the other end of the ice. Schaefer out of the net. Grabs it and dishes it off to Gabby Mansour, who sends it cross ice. Too much for Elisa Sharoon. And now a turnover. Dangle opportunity. Walking in, shooting. They score. Bryn McKinney on the turnover. Walked into the middle of the slot. Wristed one right past Leah Schaefer. And a 2-goal lead now for the Bobcats. McKinney's third goal of the season. She scored her first and her only 2 goals of her career in their season opener against Wyoming. She hasn't recorded a single point since that season opener. And then she gets that third goal of the night for the Bobcats. 2-goal lead for Montana with 11:35 to play. Face-off won by Denver. Poked up toward the red line for Anna Sherling. Sherling moving it cross ice over the near side. Sherling with lots of defensive pressure against her. Montana player loses her stick and her footing. Now a loose puck down low. Montana will grab it and try to get it up into the neutral zone. They'll do just that. Clear it all the way down to the other end of the ice. Icing is the call, and we'll come back the other way with 11:08 to go. Far side circle face-off. Lauren Bush lined up across from Messina Turns. Shot right off the draw. Misses just a little bit wide. Denver still with it in the near side corner. Centering pass all the way across to the other end for Reese Olson, who centers it again. And now Sammy Brennan, wrist shot, puck loose, still loose and poked away. Emma Carlson falling over all over the place. And now Pikala trying to walk in and dangle in the middle. Brennan, nice stick there on the forecheck, tries to keep it in. 10:36 to go here in the final period of play. Caroline Pikala with a turnaround move, now skating it in to Roan offensive zone. Pikala not with it, and a penalty coming up on Montana. Pikala got checked from behind. Isabel Zavitz, in her first year with the team, has not recorded a point yet this year, will go to the box after the checking penalty. So another power play opportunity for Denver, only this time now trailing by 2 goals. Moravchuk in the near side circle to take the draw for the Pioneers. Elisa Sharoon and Gabby Mansour behind her. Kyla O'Leary to the left, Gabby Hardy to the right. Number 1 power play unit out for the Pioneers. Aggressive check-heavy hockey by Montana. It's coming back to bite them a few times, though, as it's cleared out and over to the other end. Denver will now try to skate it in, start the momentum on the power play. Over halfway through this final period, as it's poked the other way, Sharoon just got slammed into the boards. No call on Grace Cheney. Loose puck out in front. Another penalty coming up. Grace Cheney will go to the box. So now a minute 19 of 5-on-3 for Denver. Try to close the gap to 1. Charlotte Katz in the circle to take the draw. Reese Olson to her left. And now it's up for Sammy Brennan. Brennan, wrist shot, just misses wide. Brennan had the look she wanted. Just a little off-centered and went right into the glove of Emma Carlson. Now on the near side. Face-off is won by Montana. Sent up toward the near point, but Brennan keeps it in. Brennan waiting, sending it down low, but backhands it over to Reese Olson. Now a cross-ice pass, plenty of space, and a long wrist shot save made by Carlson. .57 seconds to go on the 5-on-3. Grace Cheney and Isabel Zavitz in the box, serving the 2 minor penalties. Charlotte Katz takes the draw in the box, but it's won by Montana, now loose behind the goal. Centering pass, loose puck out in front. Bob Katz will clear it out and send it the length of the ice. Leah Schaefer pokes it free and gives it off to Pikala. Pikala moving it into the neutral zone. Olson to her left, Brennan behind her. Here comes Pikala, skating it around the goal. Pikala waiting. Off now for Brennan. Brennan shoots. Loose puck after the save. Sent over to the far side. All the way over now for Reese Olson in the near side corner. 20 seconds to go on the first penalty. Olson shoots, deflected on the way, and sent over into the corner. Hannah Bourbon gives it up now for Pikala. Pikala, some space, walks in, shoots, save made by Carlson. 7 seconds to go on that first double minor. And then it'll be 41 seconds on the regular 5-on-4 man advantage power play for Denver. They trail by 2. Montana State would improve to 7-2 with a win tonight. Denver would fall to 3-13 with a loss. Plenty of time for this Pioneers team to score 2 goals and equalize this game. Near side circle face-off, 1 and sent up to the far point. Gabby Mansour sends it down low. What a save by Emma Carlson. Back to 5-on-4 hockey. First double minor is over. Siwajek holding, shooting, loose puck. Cleared out by Montana. Mansour sends it cross ice for the captain, Megan Siwajek. Siwajek skates over to the middle of the point. The pass was too much for Gabby Mansour. Denver now has to get it out of their own zone with 8 seconds to go on the power play. Grace Cheney comes out of the box, back to even strength. Some space for Kyla O'Leary, but the play broken up in the middle of the slot. Sent up ice, but intercepted and poked free by Elisa Sharoon. Nice job there. But now some space. A long wrist shot missing high and wide by Shisaki Saucy. She's got 1 goal in this game. Turnaround, centering pass opportunity broken up, and Kyla O'Leary sends it up ice. Now some space. A nice move there by Gabby Hardy, but she can't finish the play. Montana, no control in their own zone. Montana moving it up now, sent all the way toward the pad of Leah Schaefer. She pokes it to the far side. Loose in the corner now. Montana walking it in. Centering pass, loose puck out in front. Denver grabs the rebound. Sammy Brennan skating it behind the net. Brennan walking up. Almost a turnover in the slot, but Brennan holds on. Sends it up the ice over the red line. Kyla O'Leary chasing it down now all the way to the corner. 6:36 to go here in the final period on Saturday night. Loose out in front. Montana skates it up toward the blue line. A pass over for Faith Hobbs. Now backhanded up toward the far side circle. Puck slides into the neutral zone, but Montana turns and brings it the other way. Nice play defensively by Caroline Pacala. Still loose in the corner. Centering pass just a little bit wide, but a rebound shot. Nice block there by Sammy Brennan. Got a body on it. Did all the work for Leah Schaefer. Schaefer on the ground. Somebody else checked down onto the ice, falling over. Getting a little chippy here in the final few minutes of this period. Can't see who's on the ground for Montana from my vantage point. But the play got broken up. Erin Gallagher was on the ground. Looks like she's up and skating and okay. Schaefer was on the ground, completely sprawled out as well. Seems like everybody's up and okay after the play. We got a penalty on the play as well, so Montana gets another power play. We'll see if the Denver penalty kill can keep this a 2-goal game in favor of the Bobcats. Alex Chisdek clears it out. Good play there by Shisaki Saucy. Keeps it in near the blue line, sends it cross ice. Siwajek, the captain. Long shot missing wide there. Kept in at the top. Long slap shot, loose out in front. What a save! A remarkable defensive play by Denver. Shisaki Saucy shoots another block by Megan Siwajek. Cleared out by Denver, an unreal defensive play by the Pioneers. Sent way up in the air, comes down back on the ice near the red line. And now some space for Montana. Centering pass! Another save by Leah Schaefer. All over the opportunities as this puck is walked in. Another save! You've got to be kidding me! Leah Schaefer, have yourself a period. Back to back to back, remarkable saves, and she does it again. A full stand-up save. Nothing will get past Leah Schaefer here in this third period. "18 seconds left, and this penalty kill is on the back of Leah Schaefer. Save after save, making remarkable plays in the crease between the pipes. I do want to make quick note, there have been a few injuries, a few players down on the ice, and I just saw a medical ambulance employee walk past me and over to the bench, so hopefully none of the players that were injured are in a concerning enough state to where they need medical attention. If they are, obviously hoping that everybody's okay and as healthy as they can be. Reese Olson takes the draw, but it's won by Montana. Up at the far point, now toward the middle. Great stick play and cleared out by Denver. Really nice job by the Pioneers. 5 seconds to go on the power play for Montana. And Denver will kill off another power play here in Joy Burns Arena. Charlotte Cats back out on the ice. Loose puck in the middle, poked away, now loose behind the goal. Denver comes away with it, and you'd hope that that penalty kill and those saves from Leah Schaefer would maybe spark some final few minutes of momentum for the Denver Pioneers. Puck is lofted over to the red line by Montana. Anna Sherling sends it the other way. Now Gabby Hardy has it poked away from her and up into the air. Hardy with it again, cross ice pass for Gabby Mansour. Gabby to Gabby, that line doing its best. Mansour walking in now, halts and holds on the backhand, tries to send it up toward the point. Kyla O'Leary there now, gives it over to Mansour. Mansour with some space, centering pass broken up and goes all the way to center ice. Siwajek grabs it and skates it back toward the middle. 2:36 to go here in the final period of play. 2-goal lead for Montana. And here they come again, skating it in toward the middle. Centering pass broken up, and now they have it in the corner. Up top now for the Bobcats, a shot missing way wide. That was Brianna DeMarinis on the shot. Slowly, the puck slowly floated toward the glove of Leah Schaefer, and with 2:11 to go, Montana will have a face-off in their own zone. Offensive zone, that is. Loose puck goes around the goal to the far side. Montana still controlling in their offensive zone. Lily Moravchuk backhands it the other way. Out sent cross ice over into the neutral zone. Under 2 to play. Montana with the 2-goal lead. Nice play broken up there. Opportunity now for Denver, but a nice stick on the defensive side of things for Montana. Goes all the way down to the other end of the ice. They'll get the whistle and will come back the other way. 1:34 to go. And Denver has a chance with an offensive zone faceoff. Far side circle face-off. Lily Moravchuk lined up to take the draw. Denver wins it. It's sent back for Pakala. Pakala over to Brennan. Brennan holds, shoots. Rebound almost got tipped in, but it ends up wide of the net and in the corner. Now a turnaround opportunity. Shot, rebound is loose. Turnaround, fire, loose puck out in front. No opportunity to finish the play for Denver. 1:18 to go. Face off of the near circle. Denver wins the draw. Sammy Brennan, slap shot, almost tipped in off the skate of Gabby Mansour, but it goes just wide. That would have been an unreal play. Sammy Brennan slap shot getting tipped in as Mansour was falling backwards. The puck hit her skate. Under a minute to go here in the final period. Puck sent up cross ice. Pacala there on the chase. And another icing call. .48 seconds to go. Far side circle face-off won by Denver. Chizdek sends it toward the goal. Rebound is loose. Another shot opportunity. What a save. Went off the hand of Rylan Lawrence. 30 seconds to go. Siwajek controlling on the near side. Backhands it into their offensive zone, but it's cleared out by Denver. Icing the call with 23 seconds to go. This feels like maybe the longest last minute of hockey that I've seen in a while. Got a timeout on the ice. 53 seconds until the timeout over. Not really sure what the strategy is for calling a timeout at this point. Pretty unlikely to see those two goals get scored, but I mean, you never know. Anything can happen on any given Saturday night here in Denver, Colorado. The Pioneers trailing by 2, trying to find a last-minute miracle. Score 2 goals and equalize this game at 3 apiece. They had the lead initially. Molly Erickson scored the only goal of the game for Denver early in the first period. And then 3 unanswered goals from Montana throughout the remainder of the game, all coming in the second period and the third period. They didn't score at all in the first, but the 2 in the second and the 1 in the third. Aziana Schacht, Aiden Shisaki Saucy scoring those 2 goals. 23 seconds to go. Last chance for Denver to even bring this game within 1. Circle, far side circle face-off. Won by Denver. Quick shot off the draw. Loose out in front. Cleared over into the corner. 15 seconds to play. And it'll get cleared down all the way to the end of the ice. Chased down by Pacala with 9 seconds to go. Another icing call. Morov checking the circle, keeping an eye on Alex Chizdek, who has been rocketing those shots. Chizdek can't grab the draw. Now it's along the boards. 4 seconds to go. Cleared out the other way, chased down, and that will do it. Clocks hit 0. Montana wins, and Emma Carlson gets her first career win in her first career start for the Bobcats. They take both games on the weekend. winning 5-0 yesterday and 3-1 today. Denver started out strong, had the lead, but they couldn't hold on to it. So Montana improves to 7-2. Denver falls to 3-12. So the final score tonight here from Joey Burns Arena, the Pioneers 1 and the Bobcats 3. We thank you for joining us for tonight's ACHA contest here on Price Productions. For our camera operator, Isaiah Cordova, and producer, Andrew McIsaac, my name is Mark Robinson, signing off and saying so long. Thanks for tuning in and supporting. Have a great rest of your evening. Good night, everybody.